What is up? As you have may realize, there is a brand new update in Anime Adventures, which is update 7.5, and I thought I should quickly update my top 10 must-have new units in update 7.5. And if you are new to the channel, what I do is I'll be showing you the top 10 best units and must-have new units. The units I'll be mentioning will help you a ton from progressing into the new update, dungeons, infinity castle, infinity mode, act modes, and especially they have added a brand new legend stage, so this list will help you. Before I do begin, do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever a brand new video is out, cause I'll be showing you guys more of these kind of informational videos. One last thing I would like to say before starting the video is that all of the units I'm going to be mentioning in this top 10 most essential unit you must get are all obtainable, and this list is not in any particular order in terms of important or how OP the units are or anything like that. Without further ado, let's get started. The first unit I'm going to be mentioning that is essential to have is Gamemode. Why bringing Gamemode in this update 7.5 is because of his ability where he applies nerfs on the enemy, where you will be able to do 30% more magic damage. And this is important, especially if you do not have certain units that does not do as much magic damage. Now you can do 30% more magic damage. Gamemode's damage at max level and max upgrade is 18,408 with his ability cooldown at 6 seconds, making his damage per second 3,068. Gamemode is a mythic unit, so you can easily get him by spending yourself 16,000 gems on the normal banner if you have a VIP game pass, or 20,000 if you do not have the VIP game pass. Although with the new banner, you possibly may get yourself a Gamemode in less than 10,000 gems. An alternative support unit you can use is Grey Devil Slayer. Grey can freeze both ground and air opponents, and it is especially good on how much air opponents you will see in the new Black Clover map and all in legend stages. Grey's damage at max upgrade and max level is 20,248 with his ability cooldown sitting at 12 seconds, making his damage per second 1,687.41. I would recommend using this unit if you do not own Gojo. The next unit that is essential to have in update 7.5 is Yuta Curse Child. If you do want to have a multi-hit unit, shield breaker, high damage and high DPS unit, I definitely recommend owning Yuta Curse Child. Yuta is a magic type unit which will be pretty good to bring in both of the legend stage 2 and 3. Yuta Curse Child also have a massive AoE large line, which is quite essential and broken with his range. Yuta's damage at max upgrade and max level is 151,867 with his damage per second at 8,437 as his ability cooldown is at 18 seconds. Yuta costs 109,300 yen to fully upgrade him, and when you are upgrading the other units, I suggest prioritizing the other units first before maxing Yuta, because you know he costs quite a ton of gold, quite a ton of yen to upgrade him. So prioritize the other units, and then right after you finish upgrading those units, upgrade Yuta. Moving on to the next unit that is a must-have in update 7.5 is Sukuna. Why I think Sukuna is good is because he is a physical damage type unit, and there is barely any physical type units that is in the meta team. Sukuna's damage at max upgrade and max level is 59,000 damage with his ability cooldown at 10 seconds, making his damage per second 5,982. Sukuna does have an ability called Dismembered, where he nerfs the opponent and gives a permanent 20% more physical damage done to that specific unit. Sukuna does bleeding damage too, which does 14,850 damage over 3 ticks, which is not included into his DPS, and it will cost you 62,500 yen to fully upgrade him. So it's quite relatively cheap to, you know, upgrade him. Yeah. The next unit I'm going to be mentioning is Yono's Spirit. Why you should consider yourself having Yono in update 7.5, as Yono is currently the best mythic heal unit in the meta team, best damaging obtainable heal unit, and best damage per second. Yono Spirit is a multi-hit which will be really good against units that have shields. Having Yono on your loadout will let you be able to solo the West City raid, which you will never need to ask anyone for help. I specifically made a video on Yono soloing the West City raid, so I suggest watching that video if you're interested, which will be linked in the description. Yeah, I'll remember to put it this time. Yono's spirit damage at max upgrade and max level is 62,817 with his ability cooldown at 10 seconds, making his damage per second 6,281. Yono is also a magic type unit, which he will be good to have against the Legend Stage 2 and 3. Moving on to the next essential unit to have as of update 7.5 is Julio Wizard King. He may be the most easiest mythic unit out of everyone in this list to evolve. I suggest watching my Julio Wizard King showcase, as I have shown where and how you can get this unit, which will be linked down in the description, and hopefully I will remember. Julio Wizard King do cost 10,000 yen to spawn him, and you can only spawn in one. At max upgrade and max level, his damage sits at 110,448 with his ability cooldown at 8 seconds, making his damage per second at 13,806, which is literally the highest damage per second unit, and just the best out of the best. Julio Wizard King also have an ability called Chrono Reversal, where it pushes the enemies back for 4.5 seconds. And this ability cooldown is 90 seconds, and the best trait I suggest getting on this unit is literally unique. And there's nothing else more to say on Julio, on just how good he is. Literally the best unit. Get him, guys. And one more thing before moving on to the next unit. I accidentally sold him. I fused him, and so I cried the whole day yesterday. So I was really sad, guys. The next unit that is a must-have in update 7.5 is Bulma. Bulma is a legendary moneymaker. Owning Bulma in this new update 7.5 will help you advance into the game, especially in your infinite modes, raids, infinity castle, dungeons, and legend stages. I do want to add that if you are doing story mode acts, I suggest bringing Speedcart. He is a money maker as well. Why Speedcart is quite good in story mode acts is when you have max upgraded him, you'll be able to sell Speedcart for you to further in your upgrades on your units. Bulma at max upgrade will give you 10,000 yen at the end of every round, so the first thing you will need to do as soon as you spawn into the map is to max your Bulma, but make sure you have placed couple of units to defend yourself. Woo, 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 woo. Moving on to the next unit that I consider to be a must-have in update 7.5 is Brook Soaking. Brook Soaking is a ground unit and does physical damage, which will be exceptionally well in Legend Stage 1 and 3. Brook Soaking do have a passive where he buffs his allies' range by 10% and or damage by 15% for 10 seconds on his each attack. Brook Soaking's damage at max upgrade and max level is 89,739 with his ability cooldown sitting at 13 seconds, making his damage per second 6,903. The only way you can get this unit is from the Halloween event loot, so good luck on getting your hands on this amazing limited unit. Brook Soaking is probably going to be unobtainable next update, most likely, so go get it. You'll not regret it. The next unit that is a must-have in update 7.5 is Dark Asto. Dark Asto is a multi-hit unit which will be good against opponents that have shields. Asta is also a physical damage unit which will be fantastic to bring in all of the modes, maps, raids, and everything. He is quite the beast to have and use in Legend Stage 1 and 3. Dark Asto's damage at max upgrade and max level is 62,817 with his ability cooldown at 7 seconds, making his damage per second 8,973, which is literally the second best DPS unit. I literally bring Dark Asto in everything, like without a fail, especially his damage with no upgrades, no trait is literally 5,100. It is literally like Gone 2.0 but better in a way. And Dark Asto costs 59,100 yen to fully upgrade him. And what I will do in your situation is, after maxing moneymakers, is to max Asto and you'll be golden, bro. The next unit that I consider to be a must-have in update 7.5 is Gojo 6 Eyes. Why I think Gojo's 6 eyes should be a must-have is because of his damage and freezing globally for 8.5 seconds, and Gojo's 6 eyes damage will be doubled during that duration of the freeze. Gojo's damage at upgrade 9 is 48,000 with his ability cooldown at 6 seconds, making his damage per second 8,053. Whoa! For the new players out there, the only way you can get Gojo's 6 eyes is by evolving Gojo to Gojo 6 eyes by getting yourself 6 Rikugen eyes dropped from the Jujutsu Kaisen map, or you can spend your gems and buy from Bulma. Then when you have yourself 6 Rikugen eyes, you'll be able to trade them to Gojo NPC, then he will give you 6 eyes to make yourself a Gojo 6 eyes unit. Whoa! The next unit that I suggest having in your loadout is King Meruem. This hybrid unit is a physical damage type, which will be good when you bring him in the legend stages 1 and 3. He is a burst type unit with a really big AoE circle. It is essential to have King Meruem, especially in this update 7.5 on how much opponents spawn together. King Meruem's damage at max level and max upgrade is 21,537 with his damage per second at 4,307 as his ability cooldown sits at 5 seconds. Whoa! King Meruem is a mythic unit and you can only get him from the banner. You'll be needing 20,000 gems if you do not own the VIP Game Pass, but if you do own the VIP Game Pass, you'll only be needing to spend 16,000 gems. If you do not own King Meruem, an alternative unit to have is Cell Super Perfect. He is a heal unit, and I definitely recommend you to watch my top 10 must-have unit in update 7, as I have explained all of the stats on that video. Link in the description. And that was it for this video on top 10 most essential units to have in update 7.5, and hopefully this video was helpful for you and indulge you more on what units you must have in update 7.5. Make sure you drop a like as I work hard on these videos to be made just for you. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever a brand new video is out. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye. I love you. And I still have not gotten back my Julius. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for him to appear on the banner, bro. It's just Noelle and the ugly two. I'm joking, bro. I love Natsu and Goju. Okay, goodbye, guys. Love you. And also, they started selling different fruits on Bulma. Yay.